like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Jada and I am back with another video, and we are just going to jump straight into today's video. So the first thing that I like to do in my routine is eyebrows, and to lay them down and keep them out, I like to go in with my Clear NYX brow glue. This product is really good in helping my brows stay in place all day. And while they dry, I like to trim them up a bit using my eyebrow razor. Something that I've started doing a lot recently is trimming off the ends of my eyebrows to give me a more lifted look. I just feel like this suits my face way better than trying to force an arch on my naturally unarched eyebrows. But anyway, I like to prime my face using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This one has 4% niacinamide in it. I don't really know what it does, but I have noticed more hydration under my makeup after using this primer. And then to set my primer in place, I use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Matte Fixing Spray. For my eyebrows, I use any dark brown eyebrow pencil or eyeliner I have on hand. I prefer a very defined eyebrow, so I'm very generous when filling in my eyebrows. And to be honest, you guys, I really don't do anything special. I literally just underline and then fill in any gaps or thin areas within my eyebrows, and then I'll usually clean it up with a spoolie when I'm done. Okay, you guys, so on to concealer. I like to apply my favorite concealer ever, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the color Deep Chestnut, and I apply this product into my inner corner and outer corner. And when I'm applying it to my outer corner, I like to make sure I apply it in an upward direction, and this just helps to give me a more lifted and snatched effect. And then I also apply a little bit under the front part of my eyebrow. Then I go in with the shade Tan Walnut and apply it anywhere I want to be highlighted. So on the tail of my brow, bridge of my nose, and a dab on the tip of my nose. And then you guys are going to see me go back in with Deep Chestnut and apply it around my nose and mouth, and a little bit on my chin as well. And I do not connect the concealer under my inner corner with the concealer I apply around my nose and mouth. And the reason why I apply the concealer around my nose and mouth to begin with is because I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. So to kind of conceal that, I like to put a good amount of concealer around those areas for fuller coverage. For a light contour, I use my Fenty matchstick in the shade Espresso, and I apply this product on the sides of the bridge of my nose and underneath my cheekbone. To bronze and bring warmth back into my face, I like to use the Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Benin on top of my contour. Before I get to blending, I like to let everything sit down and dry a little bit, and this just helps to maximize the coverage. To blend everything out, I use my Real Technique brush in number 206. I think this brush is really meant for powder, to be honest, but I saw this creator on TikTok with a similar brush from Morphe, and I decided I would try it out and bake. I love this brush. It blends the concealer so nicely. It doesn't move the concealer at all, and it just looks so seamless. When I'm done, y'all are gonna see. I really love this brush, and I recommend it. I got a pack of Real Technique brushes from Marshalls, so if you guys are interested, head over to Marshalls or TJ Maxx. This part of the process, I like to take my time and blend the concealer out. I really focus on my eyes because I tend to crease and cake up a lot. And let me tell you guys something. If your concealer is not blended out properly, when you apply the powder, it's over. It just wrap it up, wipe it off, and redo it. It's over. And as you guys can see, I'm really taking my time and focusing underneath my eyes, as I said, to really make sure that everything is blended out the way that I like it and need it to be. And you guys are really going to appreciate doing this step. I don't know if you guys can see that, as I'm blending it upward into the contour a little bit, and that's so that I don't have any super harsh lines. The point is not to be able to see where the concealer starts and ends. Everything is supposed to blend into each other and look super seamless, and that is what I'm trying to achieve by doing that. And I didn't mention this before, but I also like to use any excess product on the brush and apply that product to any areas of my face that I didn't put any concealer on. To blend the concealer under my brows, I use a regular concealer brush. I like to carve out the shape first and then blend everything out. And to be honest, I use way too much concealer, but it's okay because once everything is blended, you won't even be able to tell. And as you guys can see, I do not apply concealer around my entire brow. I feel like doing that makes it look real boxy and like fake, and that's a no for me. I like to make it natural looking, you know what I mean? To brighten up my under eyes a little bit more, I go back in with tan walnut and apply just a little dab under the inner and outer corners of my eye. And this is low-key high-key extra, but sometimes I apply the Fenty matchstick, how you see me doing here, to give my face an even more lifted effect. So to blend out the cream bronzer and contour, I use an angled brush. I find out the angle on the brush really helps to blend the contour especially out really nicely. I start blending the bronzer out in an upward direction, and I blend any excess product on the brush onto the perimeter of my face, focusing like around my forehead area. I don't know if you can see how warm it's making my face, but it's definitely bringing some color into my face. And then I like to blend out the contour, and I just keep the brush focused on where I applied the product because I really don't want any other parts of my face but that area where my cheekbones are to be like that dark. Okay, so at this point, I've basically applied and blended out all my liquid and cream products. So it's time to go back in with the MAC fixing spray to set everything and fix it into place. And I don't even let the spray fully dry before I go in with a smaller brush and blend out my nose contour. I just follow the bridge of my nose into the brow bone, and I keep doing that until everything is blended out. So this brush is very similar to the Real Techniques brush that you guys saw me using earlier in that video. It's just a lot smaller, and this brush is perfect for really focusing on the inner corner of my eyes. I love to use it especially whenever I am doing the bright under eye look, and then using the same brush I blend out the tan walnut concealer that I place on the bridge of my nose, as well as the dab of concealer I applied on my forehead but forgot to mention. Sorry, you guys. To merge everything together, I like to go in with that same angled brush from before and blend everything together. Then I like to set again before applying powder. So believe it or not, I actually got this contouring palette from Dollar Tree, and it's actually pretty good. I use both sides, mix them together, then I like to dab the excess powder on the back of my hand, and basically I apply the powder wherever I applied concealer, and this just helps to set, mattify, and smooth everything out. It also helps to stop creasing, especially under my eyes. So I basically do the same thing, but this time using a powder puff, and instead of mixing the two colors together, I just use the brighter powder, and I focus underneath my eyes as well as the places that I highlighted. So at this point, we are almost done, you guys. If you've made it this far, please give your girl a thumbs up. And if you are satisfied with this tutorial, definitely subscribe to my channel to see more content just like this. I know you guys couldn't tell, but the product that I was holding up was actually Makeup Revolution's baking powder in banana. And basically I take that powder puff that you see in my hand, dip it inside the powder, and apply it under my eyes. And usually I will bake for a little bit. For the sake of time though, and wanted to keep it simple, I didn't in this video, but I do bake for a little after I apply the banana powder under my cheekbones where I contoured. And I like to do this step to define my contour and emphasize my cheekbones a little bit more, kind of to just, you know, make them pop. Sometimes I feel like my bronzer gets a little lost, so I go in with a little bit more of the cream bronzer and apply it to the areas that I did before, and as you guys can see now, it's more like prominent and you can actually see it. Just in case I applied too much powder, this just helps to bring that warmth back in once again. And whatever is left on that brush is literally what I use to just wipe away, well, swipe away the banana powder. Okay, for the last and final step, I take a fluffy brush as well as my Saharan Blush Volume 1 by Juvia's Place, and I just apply it to the top of my cheekbones, and that is it. So once again, you guys, this was before and this is after.
You could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on.
So this is the final look. My makeup never comes out this good, so you guys are lucky. And I love to do this makeup routine whenever I'm about to go out and I want to look good. I consider a lot of like how I do my makeup real soft but still glammy. All the makeup products that you've seen me feature in today's video are products that I swear by. There was only one product that I didn't get to show you guys, and that was because I went off camera to finish my makeup, added some lashes and some other finishing touches, and that product is the Revolution Super Hold Missing Spray, and this is what I use as a setting spray. It's really good. It has a ultra matte finish. Usually if I wanted more of a matte look, instead of using the MAC fix spray in between layers, I would use this, and it gets my makeup looking super matte and helps it to last all day. I would definitely recommend this setting spray if you're looking for a cheap but good setting spray. I love it, and I hope you guys do too. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so now. We're on the road to 100 subscribers and we are almost there. So yeah, if you want to see more content just like this, you have to subscribe. Okay, and if you think this face is fitting, please comment down below a purple heart to let me know that you guys are feeling the makeup look as much as I am. And yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today, and I will see you in the next one.